Welcome to the How to Heart Show, helping men reconnect to the heart and empower others as the leaders they were born to be. I'm Vincent Hazenboom. My mission is to help you speak your truth, own your authenticity, and step into your power. The world needs the raw and authentic man right now. Join us if you're ready to make a change.
Hey, what's up, Lions, and welcome to the How to Heart Show. Being vulnerable as a man. Being vulnerable as a man can be really hard, especially in the society that we live now. That as a man, you need to be tough, you need to be strong, you cannot show any emotion, you're not allowed to cry, all these nonsense. And the first time I got really vulnerable was I was in a coaching program, and one of the coaches said to me or to the group, show something or tell something that you is hard for you to share, that you really need to be vulnerable with. And I was like, damn, now I need to be really vulnerable. What can I say? So I was thing that I was most afraid of or most ashamed of was that I've been a virgin until the age of 31. And I was really afraid of having sex with women. So I shared that with the group. And by my surprise, they told me like, wow, thank you so much for sharing. There were some men and they told me like, yeah, I know the feeling. I've been there as well. I was so afraid of interacting with women that I've been a virgin for such a long time. And it really surprised me because I expected from other people like, wow, look at this guy. Is he still a virgin or was he still a virgin or whatever. I felt they were gonna attack me, but I shared my feelings, what I've been really ashamed of. But they were really nice to me. And from there, I got really the feeling of doing it more. And I got really inspired by Dan Moreau's book, The Naked Truth, where he said, you need to be vulnerable. You have to share with people because if you share with people what's on your mind or how you feel, there are no secrets. And I really like that because usually when we are afraid or we don't want to let people know how we feel or share our shame or guilt or whatever what we feel, we're so afraid of the judgment that people are gonna judge us. But it didn't. When I started doing being vulnerable, I got so much positive reactions. I was really surprised how people responded to it. And I started doing more and more. And I remember that I struggled with this porn addiction and I was talking with a colleague and he asked me like, hey Vincent, how are you? And I shared with him, yeah, I'm not doing so well. I'm struggling with the porn addiction. And he looked at me and he said, like, wow, man, I've been also through hard addictions and I know how you feel. And I was really surprised because I felt so nervous to tell him, especially about that. But he responded really positive, and I was really like mind blown because Dan is right. If you're vulnerable and you talk from the heart, it changes. And it's not like you need to go run around to everybody and say like, "Hey, I have this porn addiction or this drinking problem or whatever." But if you're with somebody and he asks you how you're doing, don't make excuse like, "Yeah, I'm doing okay," and "Yeah, I've just had some rough moments, but I'm doing okay." But inside you're feeling really awful. Just tell this person like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going through this tough breakup. My girlfriend dumped me, and I'm going through some tough stuff now." You connect with him or her. You expose yourself. You are vulnerable. This is so key, guys. Once I did that, being vulnerable, open my heart to people, I feel so much more connected. In the past, I was always making excuses, telling people not how I felt. I made something up or I wouldn't say anything. Sometimes you can also do that, just don't say anything. Sometimes that's the best solution. But as a man, you're allowed to be vulnerable. As a man, it's okay to cry. It's a man to feel shame. It's okay to go through some tough moments and share with other people. You're not gonna be judged. You're not gonna be ridiculed. They're not gonna point fingers at you like, look at this guy. He's not really a man. No, that's ridiculous. You are enough as a man. what there's a difference in being sharing is still be masculine. So, for example, by sharing something, stay to it, stand your ground with it. Don't if you tell somebody like, yeah, I have this drinking problem, and he just laughs at you, don't change it. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna try to fix it now. And no, you have it, you're gonna deal with it, but but don't give in. Not gonna change your opinion or behavior just to change his mind or to please him or to get respect from him. Just know I'm having this problem right now, and I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna do something about it. And there's a way of fixing it. There's nothing to fix. You have to deal with something. You have to, yeah, solve it for yourself because it's important to you. So being vulnerable also with women, it's so important in the pickup community. When you are lying to yourself or you're gonna pretend to be somebody else that you're not, she's gonna see that. She's not stupid. She's gonna see that you're lying or you're gonna hide something from her. So when you go on a date or you're gonna talk with women, be open, be vulnerable, share how you feel about her, share how you feel about your opinions. If she asks you about a music group, don't don't go with her to please her and hope for approval. Just tell her like, no, I don't like that music band, or that's not my kind of music. I like this. You're being honest. You're being vulnerable. And if she asks you also to for your fears, be open to that as well. Be vulnerable. Tell her how you really feel. If you're scared of the light or of the dark, tell her. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be fear. As she maybe giggle about it, but she's gonna respect you more from it because you're honest. You speak your truth. You don't fear or you don't have shame about that. Everybody has fears, everybody has guilt, everybody has shame, but it doesn't define you who you really are. And about shame, I'm gonna be talking more about that as well because I had my shames as well and I still have them. But guys, try to be vulnerable. Try to take those small steps to be honest. If you tell people how you really feel. And like I said, don't running around and tell everything about yourself. But if somebody asks you how you're doing, tell them the truth. Tell them how you really feel.
Hey Lions, thank you for listening. Glad to have you on our journey to the authentic self. Want to learn more to embrace your potential? I invite you to keep listening. Do me a favor and smash the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps the show reach more listeners who need to hear these messages. See you next time.